For attacking first, you have many different ways. There's 3 paths you can take. Coming far left, you can come. You can bait someone to follow you. If they're free kill, you kill them. If not, you can just run away and then go on the front line and boop them in. The other person that you ran away from would now make the front line a 5v6. One that I like to do would come right up here quickly, and then from up top you can drop boop or just boop them out, and it's a quick surprise because they can't really see you coming because you just drop right on top of them. And then another one, you can come over the edge, far right out of spawn, and you can come grapple all the way past this ledge, and then you can go in from here or from point, or you can just climb all the way above point and boop them in as always. All 3 of them do the same thing. There's different pathing to boop them in. There's also plenty of slams you can jump, plenty of objects you can slam off of. The car, the payload, this wheelbarrow, the broken tank or whatever that is. And from payload you can also slam onto the high ground. There's a lot of high ground at second point, so there's many things that ball can do. You can come through the castle, boop someone on this window, and then look to engage, or you can come all the way up, boop someone peeking the high grounds, or if they're coming like the top of castle, boop, or go on them, push them out. But once you've dealt with them, you want to engage on the front line and boop them in, around out of safety, out of their corner, slam them. You can also quickly grapple up to the top of the castle like this, or onto the high ground from here to quickly get those people that are harassing team. You also wall jump and slam this ledge if there's someone playing right there. Sometimes it can be a little long to go left or right. You can hit a quick wall jump on this corner to quickly get to high ground, or later on you can use it to back cap. When they're underneath bridge, you can come from the high ground and look for a boop if they're playing in the open. You can come from underneath as well, and then you just engage and boop them in out of the bridge safety. You can also come from behind them, go on the support to the Widowmakers or the long range people playing back here, and then you could engage and boop in the tanks. This is a very quick route from the front line to the flank. Look, you're at the front line, and now you're at their back line. So it's very quickly you can adjust where you want to be. You can also tightrope across the hole here. There's also a boop on the bridge they can do from the castle to the bridge. And if they're playing on bridge, it's very dangerous for them because you can boop them, even if they're playing pretty safe. If they're playing pretty safely, you can still double boop and mess them up. And then on point, you just kind of slam off point, spin around point, you do your thing. Sometimes the late respawns will come through this side. You can boop them if they're close enough, but even if they're all the way back at about this line, you can double boop them. There's also these rocks you can climb. Any character can climb these to get on the high ground quickly, and then even go onto that person playing up there. You can also set up here, hide as they're coming for the last touch, and then jump behind them and boot them out of their corner. And for third, it's a little difficult because there's not really any flanks. This flank, they're going to see you starting it, and they're going to be ready, so you gotta be very quick and careful. This is one of the points that a lot of people would switch off ball just because there is no way to get behind them. It's just you have to run it down mid, and that's not always the best. Same with this flank. It's very long, and they're going to see you go on it. But sometimes that might be your only option if you're playing ball here. You can boop off the high ground if someone's playing up here. Not often do they do that, so you just boop the tanks in the front line in. You also just straight up slam right in without the grapple to be able to grapple out safely. Sometimes they end up bunkering this corner. You can like wall jump off this pillar and slam them. But then last fight's very brawly again. Slam off point, go on the back line, spin around point. You can also stand on these chandeliers. So you could grapple straight in, and the Ana or Brig or McCree, they're going to be ready to stun you, and they're going to expect you to be. But if you stall yourself on this chandelier for 2 seconds, and then go on them, they're going to miss their stuns most likely. Defending first. Right away, I come to their spawn and scout them. Quickly see how many stuns they have, what they got that might mess you up. And then you rotate to play on top of bridge. This bridge is nice for you because not many people can contest you. If they do, it's a Genji or Hanzo, you fight them. And then as they come through, you slam them. You can also drop down behind and boop them through. Just be careful, know your situations. If they have massive amounts of stuns, you don't want to be on the opposite side of the choke because you're just going to get killed without your team being able to help you. You also want to use this tower because from this tower you can grapple anywhere. No matter where they're rotating to or how far back someone's playing, you can get to them. There's also a hidden spot you can hide up here, kind of like on Rialto Roof. You can chill up here and stall for pretty much forever. And then as they're coming through, you drop down behind them. You can also slam into this chimney and get stuck here for the same effect as the other spot. To defend and you want to get back quickly, grapple underneath the bridge. Don't grapple right away, because then you can have enough speed to get from the one wooden ramp to the next one, and you can slam around to point after wall jumping the corner. Defending second, you just want to stay on your high ground. High ground is your friend, you can always poke them from every angle, and then drop down on them when you have your opportunity. You can get behind them very easily and move them through, or just get big slams from the high ground, or contest the high ground people that try to get up there. You can also play up here. This is also a very good spot because if the Genji or the Hanzo wall climb over, they're pretty close to dead, and you can easily slam in and not use your grapple. So you can use your grapple to escape. Once they're underneath bridge, you do the same thing as you did on first point defense. You just slam them as they come through, or maybe drop behind them and boop them through. And the same boop on the bridge can be done when defending, because the attackers also have to go across that bridge. You also, if you don't have to stall point, it's very good that you be the one to leave and go on the McCree or the Ashe or anyone that plays on the bridge late, or go on the supports that are playing the back of the lower bridge. Also, you can quickly roll out from spawn through the hole in the door to get back. Defending third is pretty bad, just as attacking third. You can hide back here, but it's very hard to get back there without them seeing you, so most parts you're just going to be slamming right in. Same with this flank. You can come all the way around, but it takes a long time to get from there to there, and they're going to see you when you start it, unless you start from the spot in your spawn. As always, thanks for watching. In my last video, I had said that there'd be a poll that you could vote on for the next map. I guess I lied, because apparently YouTube has discontinued embedded polls, so there's going to be a straw poll in the description. Very top of the description, you can vote on that. I'm going to put 4 maps in there, and you guys can vote on what map you want me to do in a few days. I am still looking for account name ideas for my Unranked GM account. I've been given a few, and some of them are pretty funny, but I want a little more, and then we'll have a vote on which one's the best. So comment down what you think a funny name for account that relates to like a Hammond one trick.